Hey friends, this is Susan Beyer from Audience Audit, and if you are familiar with me, you know my work, or you're part of the small to mid-size agency community, there's a very good chance that you have or will be seeing information about something called Agency Core and a request to participate in a survey. So what the heck is Agency Core? As many of you know, I've been doing research for small to mid-size agencies for years. I've been partnering with my great friend Drew McClellan of Agency Management Institute to produce the Agency Edge survey of agency clients for 11 years now. It's one of my favorite initiatives that I've ever done. But one of the things that we do not do in that survey is survey agency leaders themselves. Agency Edge is focused on surveying agency clients and occasionally agency employees. So in 2022, I put out a study called the Agency Audit, which was a survey of agency leaders, and it was fascinating. And I've always wanted to do it again. But as a small agency ourselves, bandwidth is always a challenge. So in May of this year, I approached my good friend Brian Gerstner, who owns White Label IQ, to help me get out an annual study that complements the Agency Edge, but instead of surveying agency clients, surveys agency leaders. And as Brian and I worked together, we actually decided to do something a little bit bigger. And that something is Agency Core. So what is Agency Core? It is a nonprofit. It is a .org. It's a separate organization that Brian and I have founded. And its specific mission is to provide helpful research to agency leaders. So we will be doing an annual Agency Core study with agency leaders. We may also be doing interim research projects with agency leaders in addition to the big study every year as we get rolling. But the thing about Agency Core is it's an independent resource. So Agency Core itself will not have a perspective or advice on the findings of the research. Our job is to do the research, to report it, and to make it accessible to everyone. So when you see something from Agency Core, there's a few things that you'll know about it. It was done with excellence. It was conducted with excellence. It's good quality research. All of the respondents for Agency Core surveys are completely anonymous. So when you take an Agency Core survey, even if you volunteer for more research with us, or you want to be notified about the next study coming out or the results of the one you're participating in, we actually take you to a separate form to provide your contact information so that your contact information cannot be connected with the answers that you provided in an Agency Core survey, even by me. So you remain completely anonymous with respect to the information that you are providing, your perspective, information about your agency, your challenges, your struggles, your successes. It's completely separate from any contact information you ever provide us. Secondly, that contact information will only be used by Agency Core for future research opportunities. So if you tell us you want to know about more opportunities to participate, we'll email you about that. If you tell us that you want to know when the research is available and the results are to be seen, we will notify you about that. That information and that only. There will never be any selling. Agency Core doesn't sell anything. And it will never be shared with anyone else. So your email information will be used for research purposes only. Now, on the Agency Core site, you will see research results, which we will be summarizing and reporting on, as every good researcher does, and making it easy for you to explore those results for yourself. In addition, you will see content from expert contributors who are reflecting on the findings of our research and providing advice for agency leaders. All of this content will be ungated. Anyone can access any of it. It will also not be selling content. So even if we have providers like, say, Drew, come in and provide perspective on something there won't be any content talking about the services of Agency Management Institute in that content. Drew is perfectly capable and allowed to provide a link to AMI for folks who want to learn more about what he does, but the content on Agency Core will never be selling content. But we are going to have some of the top experts around the agency business helping us help you, and frankly, I'm an agency leader too, so help me interpret what we're seeing in the research in the framework of what we should be doing as agency leaders. So that's Agency Core. We are super excited about it. We are in early days. The research for 2024 has just started. And we are whipping up. We have a landing page now and we're working on the website. But if you want to know more about Agency Core, you can always reach out to me or to Brian Gerstner at White Label. You can also go to agencycore.org, which is where our sort of short-term landing page is sitting. And there is a link on that page for you to participate in the 2024 survey if you are an agency leader. And we would love your participation. We have a wonderful group of distributing partners who are sharing the invitation to the survey with their agency communities, including AMI, including Mercer Island Group, including the Content Advisory, Parakeeto, some wonderful organizations who serve agencies, just helping us to get invitations out to agency leaders like you. So that's what Agency Core is. It's a complement to the work that we've done for many years on Agency Edge. So now, if you are following both of them, you're really getting a 1-2 punch of insights, both about what agency clients are thinking and doing and the choices that they're making every year, but now also about agency leaders, your peers and colleagues, the kinds of things that they are struggling with, the things that they are experiencing, the kinds of perspective they have on the future for their agencies, and most importantly, I think, the extent to which they've been able to address some of those challenges and how they've done it. So we are really working hard to ensure that as agency leaders, we've got great independent information and some expert advice to help us manage through what is certainly a tumultuous environment and not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So that's what Agency Core is. It's a new initiative. I'm extremely proud of it. Brian and I are very much aligned and aligned with Drew, frankly, philosophically on what we're doing. It's helping, it's teaching, it's not selling. So I hope you will check it out. We will have the Agency Core results out in March. And then in May at the Build a Better Agency Summit, Drew and I will be presenting the results of the 2025 Agency Edge research as well. So lots of great research to come for agencies, and I'm just tickled to have so many collaborators to make this possible. If you have any questions, you can always reach me, Susan at audienceaudit.com. See you soon.